Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Pew-Pew Anonymous, a Stars Without Number Tabletop RPG campaign episode 61. Last, when our warriors got left, two of them were on the ship, Tavar and Mr. Brian Humphreys. Darius and Snake are accompanied walking around and looking at things and picking up skoma for the giant lizard people on Halftrin. Wow.
Half Hob, but yeah.
Half Hob. Okay, well, fucking, you know what I meant.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
While Valley and Sue were at the library researching the lizard people. Now they're on their way to link up and meet so they can go meet the lizard people and offer them a drink. Today's episode is brought to you by Pew-Pew Anonymous. Don't forget to check out the website. And there's a new feature added to the stream today. What is that, Guido?
So you can now affect the game. For 500 bits, you can purchase either a reroll for a character or the GM, or you can purchase to give the player or GM advantage or disadvantage. So
how much of an advantage or disadvantage does that give you?
So advantage means you roll twice and you take the better result. Disadvantage, you roll twice and take the worse of those two results.
Oh.
A reroll is you re-roll whatever you did and take that result, regardless of whether or not it's better or worse.
Oh, right. Next. And for $39.95, you too can have a motorcycle.
And if you order now.
If you order now, you get not one, but two pictures of nipples. I'm not saying who's
not
they're
saying
gonna
whose.
be. I'm not even saying they're going to be attractive nipples. I'm just saying you might get some nipples. All right. So today we have present everyone except for Mr. Brian Humphreys.
Correct. Brian is unfortunately unable to join us. He is working some crazy hours, trying to get some stuff done before the holiday, and so he couldn't make it.
All right. Before we begin, do we have any alibis, mulligans, retrospective things that are going on? Snake? Justin?
I'm here.
Okay. All right. We're good. I don't have any.
So, meanwhile, back on the ship, Brian has been playing around in the med lab, attempting to create a new and improved version of chloroform. So he walks in to Tavor's room. Hey, try this out, would you? And
Does this smell like date rape? What?
So meanwhile, Tavor is meditating. He's not really paying attention. Suddenly he has a cloth over his face, and poof, he's out. Brian goes back to the lab, and he's fiddling with his recipe.
Check one, it works.
He's a little distracted and doesn't hear the klaxon alarm that goes off moments later outside the ship.
That was the alarm that we heard at the end of last episode.
Exactly.
And we're like, oh, what is that?
So picking up with you guys, as you are meeting up over by, you said you were going for a drink, or you're going to the Enclave?
They picked up the drink to take to the Enclave.
Right. But were you meeting at like a bar or something before heading there, or are you heading straight there?
We were going to meet at the
We're gonna meet
at the Enclave.
Okay.
Not gonna go inside yet.
No,
Because
we're
I
meeting
think
there.
Snake and Darius picked up booze and cigars,
Yep.
and we were just leaving.
Yeah.
To meet up with them there.
Yeah. All right. So, Sue and Valley, you have exited the library. Again, you hear the klaxon go off shortly thereafter. Darius and Snake, you're leaving the liquor store with booze and cigars, and you hear the klaxon. The Enclave is on your way to the docks where the ship is docked. Are you doing anything on your way there, or are you...
I am going to get on the radio if I hear the klaxon.
Oh, you
I'm
can
gonna get
hear
on
it.
Yeah. Hey, Valley, you hear that coming from the docks?
Hear what?
The klaxon, the very loud klaxon, the alarm.
Oh. Hold on. Boop, boop. No, just playing. Yeah, I mean, I can hear it. Sue, do you know what that is?
One moment. Let me access the local the local system. She goes quiet for a moment, and it appears there is some kind of hazardous a hazardous chemical spill on the dock, and they are closing it down.
Is it next to our ship?
I don't have an exact location.
Well,
Out of character, you could have totally pulled the airplane thing and been like, what is it? It's a loud audible alarm emanating from a speaker.
Tempting. And don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Looks like I quit the wrong, or chose the wrong week to quit smoking.
Yep. Sorry. Well, if it's an acute alarm,
so, hey guys.
I don't really have the gear to deal with that, so I'm just gonna stay away until it's cleaned. Or, you know what? That could be Brian. I am now terrified that that is Brian.
It very well could be Brian. And Tavar. They've been known to get into mischievous chemical waste, blowing stuff up, spills.
Hey,
Yeah, let's just go meet these lizard people.
Yeah. Nothing we can do about it. If they need help, they'll call us.
Boy in the window.
They obviously can hear this alarm, obviously.
I mean, to give a little more...
I'm just saying that in the conversation. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to wipe their ass. They can hear the alarm.
Yeah. But just to give more of a description of the alarm, it's like an air raid siren going off. It's loud. It covers a large area of the city.
All right. Well,
I'm going to open up the top. Yeah. I'm going to get a top of the bottle and pull a swig out and close it up real quick.
So you're drinking the stuff that you got for the lizard people?
Oh, no. I got some stuff for me.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
The lizard people stuff I ain't touching. I don't know. Except for in ritual.
I don't remember what specifically you got, but
you called it like skooma or something.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, it's not top of the line. It's not bottom shelf. It's harsh going down, but not anything that you didn't expect. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the lizard people stuff. Okay.
No, that was like the Cardassian booze.
Yeah.
All
And I
right.
still can't remember what that stuff is called. I'm going to have to write that down so I can remember it later. Somebody look that up for me.
Brel Gem or something like that.
Kanar.
Kanar, thank you.
Kanar.
That.
It's in a special bottle that can be eaten away.
Huh?
The booze, the
Is it-
Kanar is in a
yeah.
special bottle that cannot be destroyed
Because
by the
after
contents.
you drink it, you want to eat glass.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'm good.
and the contents cannot mix.
All right.
All right.
right.
Are there anything we need to do about this audio bull alarm, or is it just saying, are we still good to go to the Enclave? Is that place blocked off, or what?
So the entrance to the Enclave is not blocked off. It's about a block from the dock itself.
Okay.
There are lizard people coming and going. A couple of them look at you strangely as you approach, but
I wave.
that will draw their attention. And you will get a more direct, strange look.
I direct strange look back at him.
Give me a no check. You are fairly certain that
They don't wave at people.
they don't get many visitors.
Yeah.
So humans approaching the entrance to their home is an unusual circumstance.
Do we know what
Is
the
waving at them, like flipping them off.
How much do you know about the species?
I don't know. I don't know anything
We
other
were
than
just,
the library.
we were just at the museum about it.
Yeah, and we learned that the greeting was peace be upon you to your ancestors and your tribe.
Yeah.
Yep. No, waving is not considered rude. It's just...
It's how we say hi.
It's people saying hello.
I imagine working with humans, they know what a wave is. Welcome back.
No, he's not in yet, but...
All right. Well, yeah, I'll just keep moving in.
Are you back? Okay.
You didn't
So,
even make a drink. You just walked in and sat down.
yeah.
Go
Did
make
you
a
actually-
drink.
Because priorities, guys. You.
So, as you are sitting there meditating, having the ship has basically just landed. There was some investigation that occurred earlier, but you had retreated to your room to quiet your mind and meditate. You're not sure how much time has passed as you were in meditation, but Brian walked into the room and said, "Can you smell this for me?"
No.
Too late. You actually did, because you weren't here.
He said, hey, does this smell like
Brian's
date
not
rape?
even here, period.
Yes, so I had to give him something to do too, which is dangerous.
He asked you, does this rag smell like date rape? What do you mean?
As long as I don't wake up covered in green glitter.
No.
I'd rather be covered in glitter than my butthole hurts. Just saying.
Yeah, all that too.
So
Fucking with voodoo bitches.
if you wanted to make your drink, you will still be passed out. If you are ready to start, we can bring you in.
I'm
But
just gonna pop the top on it.
okay.
That's one way to drink it.
Yeah, whatever's good for you. So, a few moments. Well, you again, you don't know how much time has passed, but you slowly come to feeling very groggy and hearing this horribly loud klaxon going off.
What did my pre? Oh, I'll fuck with you later. Don't worry about it. I was gonna ask if my precog would have went off for freaking Brian trying to chloroform me, but I guess not. It's Brian. We're good.
A, it's Brian, and B, it's not going to do any lasting harm.
All right. Horrible clacking.
Klaxon. Imagine air raid siren.
Comlink. Gentlemen, what's going on?
Hey, there's you got a nasty chemical leak out there. I'd stay on the ship if I were you.
Unless it's Brian.
Yeah, and then you need to tell us so we can flee.
Why is there a nasty chemical leak?
I don't know. They said there's a chemical spill at the docks.
Got it.
There wasn't any more information able to be retrieved off the net.
Where are you, gentlemen?
We're about a block away going to the enclave for the lizard people.
I know this.
No, you've been quietly meditating to yourself.
I assume there's some sort of explanation that's going to occur when I get back.
Where are you going?
Excuse me, when you get back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just stopped to refuel and gonna go meet these lizard people. I'm sure you could find a way to meet us over here at the enclave if you hurry. They should still be evacuating the docks. Just lock the door of the ship and bring the key fob. Boop, boop.
Make sure Brian can't get out.
And I'm going to meet you where?
I would really stay on the ship if there's a chemical leak out there. Unless, you can be fine not breathing.
The ship has like onboard, I don't want to say cameras, but like a way to view the outside without stepping outside other than portholes, yes?
It would have to some extent, yeah.
An imaging system, so I know how to use these, right?
From the time that you have spent on board, you will have learned how to use them, absolutely.
Cool, so I want to like push some buttons and look at the exterior to see if like people are still outside and they're not gasping for air and dying and suffocating to death.
Checking out the sensor system and whatnot, you can see several of these lizard men running around, and a bunch of humans in protective clothing. And you can tell that they are panicked is not the right word that I want to use, but definitely they're running around trying to fix something.
Okay.
Hastily. In their
whatever.
haste.
I use pressure field on myself and walk out the door and close the ship porthole, door access hatches, make sure everything's locked up, and make my way over to wherever the hell you're at.
Okay. Are you moving with a purpose, or are you sauntering since you have your protective bubble?
I'm going to move with a purpose.
Okay. No one gives you a second glance. Again, people are running around. There's a lot of chatter. The lizard people have these deep, booming voices, and they're basically communicating between different docks without even having to use comms.
And these lizard people are not, obviously, they're not frightening the people around at all. It's not seen as odd that these people are running around, so it's normal.
We stopped here and got gas on the way to Cartwright Industries. You saw the lizard people.
Actually, he didn't.
Okay, I didn't.
You
No, we
heard them. You
we
heard
them
them,
and looked
but
out the pothole.
nobody looked outside.
Okay. But either way, it's ascertained
Okay.
that this is not beyond the norm, I guess.
One thing that I will tell you without having you do any kind of roll is you notice that the lizard people are deferring to the humans.
As in, okay.
They are all taking orders from humans.
Yeah, okay, defer, yeah, okay. Okay. Culture, got it. Noted, moving.
Yep. So you make your way over to it's a 2-story building. I'm going to say you guys are all basically approaching about the same time. It's a 2-story building. The exterior is fairly decrepit. For lack of a better way of describing it, think of like African shantytown.
African shantytown?
What's that movie?
That cock down.
No, I mean that would work too, but I was thinking the sci-fi. It's not Area 51. It's
Area 52? Area 68, because it's 69. Someone's got to turn around and go backwards.
the spoiler. The guy ends up turning into one of the alien creatures.
District 9.
District 9, thank you.
Yeah, same in Shantytown.
Yeah, District 9, Justin.
There we go.
I
Okay.
need to watch that.
But basically imagine a 2-story building that is made in that same just broken pieces.
Okay. Very, very slummy.
Very much.
Okay.
And there are multiple lizard people coming and going. As you approach, they are giving you some pretty weird looks. As I was telling Valley earlier, you can tell that they do not get human visitors here.
Okay. So we're
So
all linked up now.
You're all linked up, yeah.
So, what do we know about the people besides their very culture on their ancestors and their bloodline and honoring them? They seem to be an honorable race. They honor their past and their ancestors, their tribe. They follow a chieftain type hierarchy. It's a tech level 2 base culture. Working alongside with the humans, and we've seen them moving boxes and shit. So, anything I miss, guys?
I think that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. We're trying to.
Sue, anything else you picked up about their culture and people?
Try not to insult them, they'll rip you in half.
They got a shaman or a king or a priestess or just a chieftain? They follow the Viking gods.
No.
For Thor!
No, I'm not going to do that.
Not yet. Night's still young.
Not yet. So from the research that Sue did earlier, many of the tribes do have shamans, and it is basically it's a weird combination of worshiping ancestors and a belief that some ancestors have ascended to godhood.
Okay. Well, is it like a welcome center when we come in? Is it a
So
reception desk, or is it just like a gate?
it's a gate. It's basically sheet metal.
Is it guarded?
Does it say no humans allowed?
It does not, and it is not. Again, as you are approaching any of these, any of the lizardmen that are seeing you are giving you weird looks, but they are not stopping you. They are more avoiding you than anything else.
Okay. I'd like to do a notice roll and see if I can see where Chieftain might be once we get to the gate from the inside.
You're actually opening the gate and looking in, or?
I mean, if there's no one's guarding the gate and they're just opening the door and walking in and out, then I'm just gonna open the door and walk in like I'm supposed to be here.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna knock on the gate, but whatever.
I mean, you can, but I'm gonna walk inside.
Barry's just gonna be paranoid and
with,
start looking around, like
with the knowledge that
noticing some odd glances. Like,
what Sue discovered and stuff. Does it help me with anything on the roll?
Not enough to give you any kind of bonus, unfortunately. I can't justify that.
All right, well, fuck.
I use my.
Looks like I'm going to the fucking shitter. Oh, I can re-roll the one. It's a non-combat skill.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not diplomacy. Never mind.
No, yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that that goes just for that.
I'll follow him in, and I'm gonna look for like school building, someplace where there's maybe education or diplomacy or a trading post or something like that, that I could, have somebody to talk, somebody that would be easy to talk to.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the flow with whatever Valley's got because I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
You want me to roll a notice?
No, you don't need to roll a notice on that, Snake.
For 500 bits, you can change my roll. Come on.
So, Valley, you walk in and you're looking for some kind of position of authority, so some kind of authority figure or location that looks like they are of a higher standing than anyone else, and you don't see anything. Snake, you're looking for some kind of educational area. You see some definitely younger, child-ish lizard people. They appear to be playing some kind of game. But as far as a place that is focused on learning, you're not seeing anything.
Would I notice anyone like looking at us without avoiding us?
That's going to be a notice roll.
Well, I will. Woo! Nothing.
Yeah, Other than the same kind of thing of people looking at you and just outright avoiding you, you're not noticing anything out of the ordinary. Looked like you were going to say something, Tamor.
We've been
The
sharing our
kids.
culture with you all day.
Out of curiosity, why are we coming to talk to these folks?
Something to do.
Hey.
We gotta wait like 6 more hours for fuel.
They don't seem too interested in talking to us. They're kind of giving us a wide berth.
All right.
Did
well,
you bathe today?
Is anyone like walking towards the door to leave?
Yes.
Obviously, we're like standing right at the door, so I can be like, "Excuse me, many blessings upon you and your ancestors. Might I borrow a moment of your time to ask a question?"
So sporadically, there are people coming and going. Looks like there are people coming in, like getting off shift work, people leaving to go out to work. You are like, you're stopping someone as they're coming or going, or?
Yeah, I'm just whoever's right there.
Okay. They are completely surprised by your interaction with them. As you provide the polite greeting, they will stop and in the booming voice that you've been hearing, you as well, traveler.
Might you point us in the direction so we can have a sit down or a few moments with your chieftain?
You want to meet with the chief?
Ah, nothing bad. Always good. Always like to meet new friends.
This is most unorthodox.
For your kind or mine?
Your kind does not frequent our home.
Ah, there's not another like us. We're a wee bit different.
Would you wait here?
I shall wait.
I'm at your service.
He will give an awkward bow and
I bow now to you, unorthodox human. Sorry, booming voice.
and he's going to take off running towards the back of the building.
I'm going to observe where he's going.
As he approaches the back, it definitely gets darker. There's less windows, less light entering into the back of the building. And you have a really difficult time keeping track of where he's going.
I activate my Wolverine Logan night vision.
What?
No, it's a joke. I watched the thing today. I didn't know Wolverine had night
I
vision.
mean, I actually do have low light goggles.
Apparently, so does Darius. He brought his with
No,
him.
those are his Ghostbuster goggles. He can detect ghosts.
Did you guys see the new trailer? Sorry, not to derail the game, but
yeah,
Yes.
it looks good.
I did. It looks all right. I'm tentatively hopeful.
It is not a reboot. It is a in the distant future.
It looks like it's Egon's grandkids
I love that old car, man. There's
Yeah,
nothing anybody can tell me that car ain't bad as hell.
yeah.
Old, whatever it is,
So.
58 Caddy ambulance or something.
I'm just surprised it started.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to derail us, but
No, I was just trying to be funny about a little thing. So I'm just gonna, I observe in the general direction that he ran to, and I understand it gets dark. They're lizard people. They scamper around.
with the mottled skin of the lizard scales, it's difficult to keep track, and you see him disappear through a doorway in the back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna clasp my hands in front of me so he can see them, and that I have no weapons and stuff with them. I'm not gonna cross my arms because that's a sign of dominance and stubbornness. But just clasp them in front of me.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Darius is just being paranoid and like staring around because one, everybody's kind of avoiding him except for the exception, and two, he pretty quickly lost sight of the lizard guy that ran off. He
I'm
is
just
super
gonna have another
paranoid.
drink.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So basically, what we're doing is learning about culture, and these are some loud, strong, vicious people, right?
I don't know about vicious, but
Well, I don't know, but they're obviously strong. They but not necessarily vicious. But it might be interesting, to understand and develop different cultures and stuff to help with the progression of the trading of Sioux for the cultural differences between how people interact with other races of beings that we're going to find throughout our travels, and how the polite and courteous way in order for introductions and everything else to go on.
So Sue is very attentive to the surroundings. She's taking in everything. You can tell that there's a lot of data being processed.
Sue, what do you gather about the people here?
This is a fascinating species. They are they're a lower tech level than expected, but still involved with the more advanced society.
Is there any cultural appropriation going on?
Does not compute.
Okay. How fast did that guy run to the back compared to a human average? I'm asking Sue. Sue would be the only one to pretty much be able to be like, he ran 1.7 times faster than Usain Bolt did.
He appeared to be traveling at a the pace he was traveling was slower than it appeared he was capable of
Ah, so this was not
running.
his final speed. So it was like
You
a
have not
gate.
yet seen my final form.
Okay. So they're obviously much faster than what we can up here. Snake, what did you notice? You're the
I'm-
scholar.
I haven't seen any places of learning, but we just got here.
So one other thing I am going to mention when Valley starts his conversation with the lizard man, there are other adult lizard people that come in and collect up the children that were playing.
I want one.
They're not pets, dude.
Could be.
Not yet. I'm just all about collecting things.
Yeah.
Tavar, any... I do the hand gesture.
I look at Darius and smirk.
Is
Nothing
he gonna
that
be
you.
the first to die? Is that what this is?
I want
you
to
the
quote
red
you.
shirt?
I'm pretty sure you can get me out of this, but I'm pretty sure you're fucked. Nothing that need concern.
Darius, any tech in here that you can connect to or sense, see with your little watch thingy?
I'm gonna look around, but from what I gathered from the description, it's most of their tech is like hammers. At
I don't
best.
know. I'm just asking because because you connected Wi-Fi to her. I don't know if you can like check to see if Wi-Fi signals are in here, if they have some, because they're still on a TL4 world. They're just a TL2 culture.
What's your range on that? It's line of sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're not detecting anything in here. If you look
I'm not getting
out,
anything other than Sue here.
So we brought the only tech.
yeah. I mean, if you look out the door behind you, there's some tech like across the street, but yeah, there's nothing from in here.
So Sue, are they combative in nature as far as their rise to hierarchy? Like, are they a combative caste style people? Or is it an election process?
From the history books that we reviewed in the library, the culture is they rule by the strongest will rule. They will often have arena style combat to decide a leader.
Fuck. Is it to the death? Or do they just to wound?
The records are not clear on the actual I was going to say relic. That's not the right word. The ritual. Geez. The texts are not clear on the ritual itself. There have been deaths recorded. There have been successions by wounding. If the combatants give up.
So their chieftain is literally, they're challenged in order to become chieftain, and if you win, you become the chieftain.
It is family succession or trial by combat, yes.
How do you trial by combat?
Challenging the chieftain or next in succession to combat.
So like a gal gang. Like you challenge for what's yours.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Are you planning on trying to become chieftain?
No, I am not planning. I'm just learning about their culture and how they came into power and who is.
Sure.
So it's not necessarily the smartest person that's in power, just the strongest. So I'm just trying to figure out a little bit knowledge about their culture and hierarchy in order to, maintain discipline, everything else. Because if shit goes bad, then you might have to challenge a motherfucker.
I'm just trying to see if I have to figure out an escape strategy here.
You did. That was the first thing you should have did when we got off the ship.
Well, I mean, I was off the ship, so one escape was already underway there, right?
For now.
Getting back on the ship might be another problem.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I'm thinking right now. Relationship status. They mate for life, polygamous, monogamous, or what? Mormon? Or is it the same thing like most packs and herds? Because now it's a lizard that's in like a herd. So if they establish dominance in the chieftain gets to breed first with everybody, and everybody else just comes in second. Literally.
Actually, I'm just going to say the text did not describe their relationship or mating rituals.
Okay.
I do not have that information available. So I'm going to go ahead and say that at this point, you can see a figure coming back towards you.
Sue, is that the same guy? Because I don't know if I can see who it is, and probably running faster than what I thought. So
The one in front, the one in front is the same individual that you were speaking to before.
How many are there?
3.
Tavar, are they coming to kill us?
You do not have a sense of danger.
Not me! Maybe you, Valley, but not me. Fuck!
I don't believe so.
All right. Palms up, hands out, extended, waiting their return.
Anyone else doing anything as they're approaching?
I look at Sue.
No, because all it takes is a flick of the wrist or flick of the wrist.
Nothing.
Flick of the wrist, and they're flying. So I'm cool.
I would have grabbed in the backpack nice and slowly to get the bottle of hooch out.
Okay.
Darius is gonna mess around on his data slab to avoid reaching for a weapon because he is nervous as fuck.
Nice.
Darius. Oh, Darius.
He's fucking sweating, and right now he's like, Last will and testament. If I die by the lizard people, don't let them eat me.
If you get this recording, I did not survive.
Considering the last conversation he really had before this, he was kind of shell shocked.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, you still fucked up, ain't you? Damn. I forgot about that.
So,
I guess I'll take the stance in the front, so that way when they approach, I'm the one that, with my hands outward, open, palmed up.
Okay.
Show that it's a form of peace and acceptance.
I'm gonna have the hooch.
Just holding it out for them.
Yeah.
Okay. So out of the darkness, you see three figures approach. The one that you saw earlier, which it takes you a moment to recognize, but you can tell they are the same. Followed by another lizard man that is almost twice the size of the original, with some of the most amazing colors on his scales. It looks like a rainbow
had sex with
with a peacock.
And a twilight vampire.
What? Who had sex with a peacock?
A rainbow.
The rainbow had sex with a peacock while a twilight vampire masturbated in front of him and sparkled. Oh! Look here, sparkle motion.
So you've got the first lizard that's approaching that you recognize. Behind him is another one that is nearly twice as big.
It looks like he's at an LGBT convention. Got it. Okay.
Just the most colorful scales.
Cultural appropriation.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. Anyways, continue. The third one.
The third one is about a foot shorter than the first one. And they are walking with a cane.
Greetings, my friend. I see that you have returned and brought friends.
The one that you were speaking to before stands aside and takes a step back and off to the side. And the giant rainbow looks down at the four of you, the five of you. Why have you entered our home?
We have entered your home and your enclave in search of knowledge of your people, to learn more about them. We are here for a stay, and it seemed to be the best thing to do was to better understand you and your ancestors, and to honor you and your ancestors in our travels, to facilitate growth and knowledge, because without that understanding and honor, we would not be here. That's a fucking bullshit bluff.
The one behind with the cane looks around the giant. Why do you care?
Knowledge is important. And for one to understand himself, he must understand his ancestors. And in order to understand his ancestors, one must look towards the past. Your culture does that. And seeing that you individuals here are working so hard and so diligently for the people here, I was wondering, to learn more about you. It seems that there is a displacement between you and the humans that reside on here. And so, as Snake here has produced, I don't know what to call it, the skooma? Is that the name of it?
No, it's the starts with a K. The
Well, it's
Kanar.
Kanar is what I'm calling it because that's the Cardassian stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, we brought we have provided Kadar to sit down and learn from you and your people, and to talk and discuss. Means no harm. It is just simply as travelers of this world and of others to understand more of the people and its inhabitants. Did you say it's from the Kardashians?
I'm just
No.
gonna pay close attention because I don't know where Valley's going with this. I don't even know what the hell's going on. So I'm just like sponging everything to try to like ascertain what
So,
our goal here is.
I would move forward and honor to you and your ancestors, and then I would offer the bottle as a gift.
okay.
Do they drink?
Bottle of Ferrari. It's made by the Kardashians, so it tastes like battery acid.
Oh God.
Obviously, there would be like a little bow there as well.
The giant will look over to the first of the lizardmen that you had encountered, who will move forward quicker than you would have anticipated.
Better than you would have liked. He was like, "Give it a ball." Shit. Watch the claws.
Mentally, I'm like, motherfucker, you better calm the fuck down because you'll be going backwards just as fast as you're going forwards.
You're actually saying that?
No.
Oh, okay. Just double checking. Just double checking.
I said mentally.
Oh.
I'm still standing there with my palms up.
He'll grab the bottle very quickly, and I was going to say run, but it's just a couple of steps back to the smaller one with the cane. Your gift is appreciated, but why would humans be interested in us?
Fantastic question, Valley.
Everybody
I
looks
don't know
to
what
Valley.
the fuck's going on right now.
Where
Humans. Well, we are not your typical humans, my dear friend.
and as I'm a scholar, I wish to learn.
Snake is a scholar in the knowledge of many things. Darius is our traveler and technician. Tavar is in charge of our security, and Sue is an assistant. And we are traveling and doing our journey and waiting on the fuel thing. We noticed that your culture and people were very unique to this planet. And we are interested in learning about you and your people. And in the libraries, there is some brief information and stuff about your culture and stuff here. So during our visit and waiting, we decided we would stand by and come and learn more from you.
You wish to learn about our culture.
Your culture, your people, how it is that you guys work here on this planet with the humans and stuff. You do all the hard labor of moving things and taking care of stuff and making sure things function for the humans, and how that came to be in existence. We are learning classes about morality with Sue and teaching her the difference between compassion, culture, and expanding her knowledge on different aspects of those individual tasks, and also allowing her to experience firsthand the difference between how cultures individually act and intermingle. Isn't that right, Professor Snake?
That is, in fact, what we were trying to do. We hope we have not offered insult to your people.
Our peoples do not often
Entertain outsiders?
get along.
So the stories of your people being a warrior caste is quite true.
We were not always subservient.
Well, we come here today not to look to be to make any subservient gestures or anything else. We come to honor you and your ancestors and to learn more about your people. So therefore, we can help prevent the subservientness from spreading. It did appear to be that way, and now we are going to learn firsthand from you guys. We may not be able to make a difference. There's only a very few of us, but knowledge and growth and understanding can make the difference between our cultures.
The giant looks back at the shorter, the shorter one with the cane, who will slowly approach the five of you and get very, very close to each of you.
Careful, I have smallpox. No, I'm just playing.
Just don't give him any
Take this
blankets, it'll be fine. They're going to... I'm not going to make you roll or anything to...
I got to roll survive to withstand the halitosis he has?
No. Basically, you can tell that you are being inspected. They're looking at you very closely. You're getting sniffed.
This is the old man?
This is the one with the cane, yeah.
All right, well, fucking... Hey. I'm fucking do the same thing back to him. As he sniffs me, I'm going to sniff him.
As you do, his arm shoots out with the cane and pushes you away.
Ooh. Yeah, we don't have a reflex save, do we?
There should be like a dex or something.
There is
a physical or
save.
evasion.
There's an evasion.
Yeah. You can do an evasion save.
Oh, fuck that. I follow. Yeah. You know, drink.
So you guys see this.
Walking stick clocks him right between the eyes.
I promise I'm not as weak as I look.
Whap!
Crushes him right in his testes. Pushes him away by his left ball.
I'm not inflicting damage on him for that.
fucking reroll. Give me 500 bits. Can I expert that?
No, that's not an expert reroll.
Huh?
That's not an expert reroll.
All right. So fuck it. I'm gonna fucking tumble to the ground and lay there. And I'm just gonna lay there.
Um,
Fuck. It's okay. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
do not presume to interrupt our rituals.
What?
Don't move. Just let them inspect.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
delusional.
tumble to the fucking floor, bro.
Buddy.
Oh. Well, skull.
Skull.
Clank. First critical spell of the game. You're
Nice.
welcome.
Oh no.
Are you empty? That's a shame.
That's all right. I can go easy.
You
So,
Even though Darius wasn't the one that was getting kind of scolded, he's gonna jump like.
give me a notice roll. The giant, you can see his head turn when you jump, and he's looking right at you. The one with the
Go
cane.
back to his data slab.
The one with the cane will return to the inspection, and again, going through each and every one of you with the same intensity. It does stop at Sue.
Mm.
You are not one of them.
She is the one we are teaching.
You are other. You are not natural. Sue will look back and say, that is correct. I am not.
Please don't eat the robot.
Just imagining now the Star Wars scene where the lizard spits out R2.
Oh. So it's going to spend a little more time inspecting Sue, but having finished the inspection of the five of you, it turns back to the giant. They are no threat.
Especially with me laying on the ground here like this. God, an old man.
The giant will look between each of you. You notice him look over to the first of the lizard men that you were speaking with and nod. He will move swiftly. I was going to say leap forward, but it's not a leap. It's just he moves swiftly over to Valley and extends his hand.
I take his hand.
He pulls you up. It is a quick, smooth motion. And you can tell that it is effortless for him. And you are on your feet.
Sweet.
Is he now
Right.
married?
Wrong kind of ritual.
Yeah, we wrong ritual, buddy. All right. So does this grant us an audience?
You may follow. And with that, he will turn and head back to the back of the building where they came from.
Is he walking or running?
He is walking. The giant's stride. He is,
It's our jog.
yeah.
He takes 64-inch steps.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we got 30-inch steps.
The one with the cane is keeping up more. They're keeping up but having difficulty, and the original lizard man that you were talking with is assisting them in moving,
Okay, got it.
but they're not waiting for you.
What do you think, Tavar? Are we dead yet?
Not yet.
Darius, could you sense it? Could you fucking any technology here that you can find with your little Wi-Fi?
He is
in the
terrified beyond the capacity for rational.
I'm just going with the flow until I figure out what the hell we're doing here.
Just a little sidebar while we were getting fuel because we had 12 hours to kill. And to pick up some cigars and stuff. And
Oh, sold me.
that's what they were
We already
doing.
have those.
He's
Had
gonna
to pick up-
pull one out of his jumpsuit pocket and be like, huh?
That's too easy. That's too easy. Just too easy. We're gonna go on a suicide mission. No, there's cigars.
Damn it.
Cigars and booze, bro. Fuck it. All right. It's not a suicide mission. We're just learning about these people here. Never know, we might need help.
Valid.
I mean, it's the first aliens that we've encountered.
Second,
But it's, well, what do you mean second?
there were aliens on another dock.
That was this dock. We're back on the same planet.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever then.
Yeah, we're getting fuel. We just decided not to do anything because we were in a hurry to get the cart right.
All right.
So you guys are following?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you get to the back of the building and walk through another doorway. And there's a stairway going down underground. The other, the lizardmen that you were with earlier have already descended
Mm-hmm.
and are making their way below.
I'm gonna slide down the rail. No, I'm just playing. I'll follow him down the thing.
Okay.
Follow him down into the depths of the dungeon.
As you go down below, you notice that the temperature rises slightly, which beings, they're lizards, this does not surprise you.
Being a cold-blooded animal, they like it warm. Masterful carvings on the tunnel wall.
The walls currently are bare, um, basically mine shaft, rock and dirt.
Okay. And we descend the stairwell.
So, getting to the bottom of the stairs, you basically have a hallway that heads off into the distance with doors and other passageways leading off. The giant is hunched over, walking down the hallway. I'm assuming you're just following.
Mm-hmm.
Just following.
Okay.
I bet he benches like 1,000 pounds, man.
1750.
Couple of minutes go by following them down the hallway, and he's going to enter into a room off to the side, which opens up into a larger cavern. The walls are still mostly bare. There's some tapestries covering up some parts of the walls. They are tattered, but there's a large chair at one end, and he will take a seat. The smaller one that has the cane will take a seat next to him. The other one that you had spoken with originally will, after helping the one with the cane, they will leave.
Guy with the cane leave?
No, the guy with the cane is
Oh,
sitting next
the
to the giant.
Who's in the throne?
The giant.
The giant. So the guy in the cane must be. So how does one address both of you?
You would, so the giant will speak up. You may address me as chieftain.
And
Not my chieftain.
you, sir?
Trying to think of the. Hold on just a sec.
I'm the jester. Would you like to see a card trick? Here's a magic trick. Take a look at this pencil. Make it disappear.
Or the shaman.
I was going to go with that, but there was something else.
Take the Taurens from World of Warcraft and change them to lizard people. That's what I'm picturing right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oracles? Sagas?
Yeah, I was looking for.
E4s. He's the E4.
Hmm. You may call me the Cardinal.
The Cardinal.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Cardinal Fang. Sorry. It had to be done.
So you're the hand of the king, or hand of the chieftain. The Cardinal.
The hand of...
I was just fucking throwing some random shit out there. Anyways, so you are the Cardinal. So you're in charge of the religious aspects of the culture?
The rituals and learning, yes.
Ah, okay.
What is it that you seek?
So, what knowledge do you seek to learn of the new culture of people? We have did we not appropriate the appropriate gift from Snake in order to give to you guys for your cultural acceptance?
Understand that you have been very polite, and we do appreciate your generosity, but it is unusual for your species. We are not accustomed to humans bearing gifts and not demanding work.
So you come into power in order to become a chieftain by the show of physical strength and prowess through combat. Yet the humans of this planet demand work from you. Is it because they have weapons? That you subjugate yourself to them?
I would not use that word. What?
The humans have technologies that are beyond our capabilities.
Would you like to learn some?
You offer more gifts, and yet
I have not asked for anything in return.
exactly.
In order to learn some, or to have someone learn about the technology in order to grow your people, you would have to send people to learn that or send someone. If you wanted to,
I am a fairly good teacher.
there is no demand. We have the professor here, Snake, Professor Snake, not Snape. He's not from Hogwarts, or are you? As you can tell, that we grow and we are polite. We are not like the normal humans here. If you wanted to send someone with us to travel to do this and learn, they would be considered a counterpart, not a servant. And we can teach them the ways of ships and ship travel and everything else, along with the ways of cultural indifferences between humans on other planets and stuff that represent your technology level to where the humans are at, and then some. It's just an offering. I'm not asking or demanding or anything else. And if need be, Justin just lost Cam. But we're all in the same place, so we're good.
Yep, he was the last one to join, so it isn't fucking it up. Luckily, yet.
So we just wanted to learn about your culture and do some things to teach Sue, because Sue is one of us, and she needs to learn how things are supposed to be in the world versus how they are. Because how things are on how the humans treat your people and demand them for actions to be taken is drastically different than how your people should be treated. And because of your technology level, they take advantage of that and demand things from you. But if you were to learn and advance your species to that level of technology, you could not have to worry about the demands that they make upon that.
We're inciting rebellion.
You would have us leave our home.
No, I wouldn't have you leave your home. Only if you wanted to have one. I can't take more than one on the ship. We'll run out of space.
You would have you would have us leave our ancestors.
Hmm.
While your offer is, I'm sure, intended as generous, to leave our home is unheard of. No, it's unthinkable.
Your home is occupied by humans above that tread on the ground that your ancestors fought over, maintained, disciplined, and everything else because of their technology level. I'm not asking or unheard of or unthinkable act to take someone away from their ancestors, because at the heart of it, they will be returning. It is a journey and a quest for them to gain the knowledge to assist the growth of their ancestors and tribe into that of the future. While still honoring them, they will take their ancestors in their heart as I take mine with me everywhere I go, along with all of us here. Sue will be eventually on a quest to go find her people.
To leave the connection of home would be death.
Would taking a portion of Earth from your ground maintain that connection? A piece of rock or a jar of soil, so that they may maintain that connection with them as they go.
You do not take our ancestors with you. To leave that connection is to die.
Okay. Do you know what happened with the chemical stuff that spilled up in the docks earlier today? Before we got here?
The docks are not my concern. The people work the docks. If there are issues that need to be addressed, they bring them to me, but the docks are not my concern.
That much connection to the land that they're of their birth. Can you?
Yeah.
Do you have an origin story, a tale of how your people came to be, something like that? how they came to be in this place and live like they live. I wish to not pass offense, but
so the Cardinal will look over to you. We have many stories of our origins from the time before and the time since. Is this something that you want to spend time learning, or is this something that you are merely having a passing curiosity of?
well, everyone's perceptions of their place in the universe is based on where they came from. So, this would be something that I would be interested in learning and spending several hours on at least, if you were so inclined to teach. Then I would be so inclined to listen.
Okay. The Cardinal looks over at the others and is trying to gauge your interest in a quote unquote history lesson. Right.
It
The
doesn't
moon's
sound like death, so he's okay. So Darius is okay.
The Cardinal is going to give a brief story of how the moon laid an egg and the people came forth.
I gotta pee.
And it's without coming up with a lot of.
I don't need tons of backstory. I was just
it sounds very Native American. I'll say that, but it's going to be a rather brief description since the level of interest from the other party members appeared low.
And what do you call the area between your planet and the moon? What would you
in between?
Mm-hmm. And the in between is a what are this? Is that where the spirits reside? Is that, you know?
Those who have ascended to a higher plane reside in the in-between. Our ancestors reside in the below.
Do you have psychics in your community?
The Cardinal looks at you, and the brow kind of, I was going to say furls, but it's scales. It just kind of
Pinches.
Pinches, yeah. What?
Those with the gifts and abilities that are outside the perceived cognition of those normal people, i.e., can see the future, can like move stuff with their mind.
We have always had shamans.
Okay, cool. So you can do all that?
I have some
Or is suddenly very interested in the conversation.
You have some. Do you have some limited abilities or some powers or some
I have some gifts.
gifts that are brought to you by your gods and your ancestors? that are
The
bestowed upon you?
ascended beings in the in-between, are these not ancestors?
So from what you had learned at the library,
Mm-hmm.
their religion is basically based off ancestors ascending to a higher plane, becoming gods. And the original gods who birthed the planet and the race. So I'm not sure what your question is at this point.
Well, I was just. And the in-between is any space between here and your moon.
Yes,
Okay.
it is the between here and the moon.
But nowhere else. After the moon, it's not there. Or they aren't aware of anything cosmic yet.
Any of your psychic powers and those that progress and the stuff here, has anyone experienced premonitions or contact with another psychic being that is outside of this, talking about a great cataclysm to come to the universe?
I'm not going to make you roll on this. The cardinal looks to the giant. The giant stands up. You leave now.
Darius is like halfway there.
That I've touched a soft spot with you on the aspect. So you're
We do not discuss the lost.
Well, they've been given a name, so it's obviously has been previously discussed, and then therefore, when that instance occurs and someone becomes lost, it is discussed on putting them into the lost category and then sending them there.
The giant is walking towards you. You will leave now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, slowly back out of the room. I'm not touching this one.
Still haven't dropped my pressure field, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that. So the cardinal cannot discuss this issue without the chieftain's approval.
Are you saying that out loud?
That's what I'm asking. It's a question. So the cardinal cannot discuss this question without the chieftain's approval.
The only response you'll get is, we do not discuss the lost.
What if the lost have discussions with us?
Then we have to leave.
I find the lost.
The lost how would he say that without actually
Discussing the lost?
yeah, exactly.
They have been exiled. To where?
You will find no lost here.
Obviously, because the lost aren't discussed or anything else, but there's no lost here, so the lost are obviously banished.
Go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything.
No,
I'm waiting on his answer.
It sounded like Tavor was about to say something. He took a breath. No?
Contemplating.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my hand up, like, wait for it. What must we do in order to discuss the lost? There's got to be some form of challenge in your culture in order to gain the knowledge that someone wishes not to
Dragon's milk,
on
nice.
another.
Your let's see.
It would take 3 points to go up one on that.
You have outstayed your welcome.
Out-talked our welcome, apparently.
Not yet. We're talking ends. Things are getting floated, and moving on its own begins.
I've brought my own shaman.
Oh, motherfucker.
Get some
To
Tavor.
discuss with your shaman. I didn't give no names yet, motherfucker.
That was not said out loud.
I didn't say motherfucker. That was.
No, neither one of y'all don't know who I'm talking about. They're like, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I do. As soon as he says it, I'm divorced trying to stone face right now, but internally he's like, fuck.
Give me a perform roll.
Stop it. Fucking stop it. Stop
You know what?
it.
You know what? You know what? Let's see. What does this do? You speak all languages common to the sector. Oh, is it the sector? Is the sector the whole map, or is the sector a small little square or hexagon?
Sector is the whole thing.
Okay, so fucking obviously I'm from here, so fucking I can speak all languages common to this. Is this language common to this sector?
No, it's unique to this planet.
All right, awesome. Cool. I would like to use a mixture of lead and diplomacy in order to tell the chieftain he needs to sit down and listen to me, or else fucking the entire universe is going to be exploded. So, chieftain, with all due respect to you and your ancestors, I'm going to need you to take a seat and listen to me if you wish to save yourself, your ancestors, and those that have ascended. Otherwise, the destruction and death of everyone, including your people and ancestors, will be non-existent. You want me to roll for that?
His response is going to be, our gods will see us through to either death or salvation.
Then why can't you discuss Lost?
Yeah. I'd like to do a notice check to see if anything's going on right now, like more guards are piling in the room, or is it just us, or what?
You don't need to do a notice check. You can hear that there are people gathering outside the door.
I'm going to look right at the cardinal. Your god said that he can see you out of this along with your ancestors.
But he's pretty sure we're fucked.
No, it's a question. Like, your gods have said they can see your way out of this and protect you and your ancestors? Or have the lost preached forth this knowledge and they were disbanded because it went against the culture of staying here?
Holy shit.
From the time before to the time after, the gods have protected us and will see us through the worst of times, as they will see us through what is happening today, as they have seen us through what has happened in the past, and they will see us through what is to come.
What about the end? You mentioned everything except for the end of times.
If the end is the end, it is the end.
And so you guys all gathered up your lost and sent them away.
So with that, the chieftain, the giant, is going to reach down and pick you up, or attempt to.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay? What are you doing?
I'm going to push him back 5 feet. How much does he weigh?
Metric fuck ton.
Yeah, I mean, he's, what, 12 feet tall?
12 feet tall, 697 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say 700 pounds.
Okay, wait.
He's got to get the book, or he's got to pee. He went to the bathroom to pee. While he does this, I'm just going to blow air on him. Like, if he starts to push him back, I'm just going to blow. Like,
Was that telekinesis?
Like
No.
Superman.
mage hand. So
Yes, it is
Gonna check
I'm
his
gonna start
oil.
playing a game. I'm gonna start carrying shit around, and I'm just gonna walk into a room. I'm gonna roll a fucking d20 and then cast a random spell and throw the fucking materials at him. Like throw onion at motherfucker and be like grease, or throw fucking a glove at somebody and be like mage hands. And fucking be like, what the fuck? I think it'd be a fun game. I tried to do it to fucking Koja the other day, but it didn't work out. I walked in there and rolled like a 4. My mage hands fucking fell on the floor.
£600?
7.
Cool. Make me spend a fucking point in telekinesis and do it anyway. Go ahead.
So when you push him back and I see him start to slide back, I'm going to do like this. I'm going to lean forward and go.
Because I can make this level 2 and push 880 pounds real quick.
When you push him back, I'm going to blow on him like
200 kilograms is 440.925 pounds. Twice that is, there you go.
That's the telekinetic manipulation.
I'm just trying to push him back a little bit. I'm not trying to knock him off his feet. If I actually took that in telekinesis too, I could make him slam into a fucking wall if I wanted to. I'm just trying to create enough force where he goes backwards.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be gangster, and then like as you push him back, I'm gonna go.
If pushing him back is unfeasible, then I'm pretty sure that 200 kilograms of force if I generate is going to keep his hands down.
Bench press is fucking 1750, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem is you only have telekinesis as level 1.
Correct? Which is still 200 kilograms.
Okay. So that's what, 400 pounds, you said?
440.925.
All right. So, okay. Are
I
you
also
doing...
haven't leveled up yet.
Well, I know, but that's the problem. You haven't leveled. So
Okay,
you can't level mid-game.
I'll play by it. Fine.
So is it a gentle push? Is it a like fist slam kind of thing?
Tell you what, I'll take it as a restraint. Where he goes to go, I'm going to create a blockading force to where he just cannot grab him.
Okay.
So it's partial resistance.
Okay.
As in, he'll reach and go, like he can't.
Okay. You're doing more of a shield per se.
Yeah, like a hand pushing against his hands as he reaches. And I'm just
Okay.
going to look at him like,
Okay.
with the stink eye.
You dare to lay hands upon your god?
God, here we go. We're meshing.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Don't make me just suddenly be like, hey, final session.
So the response is essentially a look of confusion. And he will crouch down a little closer to you so that your faces are closer. You've been asked to leave. I won't ask again.
You physically challenged me by standing up, approaching, and initiating conflict. That's not asking. It was asked not to discuss and to leave. Once you lay your hands on another, then it becomes conflicted. Not one time have I addressed anything physical or against you, and I've shown nothing but the appropriation of kindness to you and your kind in seeking knowledge about a cataclysm. I have honored you and your ancestors, and you have disrespected me and mine by attempting to lay hands upon me. How is one to take that in your culture?
He looks back to the cardinal, who slams the cane down on the floor twice.
Uh-oh.
Trial by combat.
And you can hear people entering the room behind you.
I'm not even going to turn around. I'm just going to stare at this fucking giant lizard dude right in his nostrils. Because that's what I imagine, like his fucking... Well, he doesn't have... My bad. I was picturing like lizard face, but he's got a humanoid face. Right into his fucking green eyes.
I'm going to hold off until my precog kicks off, because my precog kicks off, then I'm going to start speaking. But until then, Valley has the floor. Mine's like the last-ditch effort where it's just like, all right, we're going to be 100% transparent.
Sue,
Here's all the
engage
shit.
destruction mode. Wait, what? You guys didn't know I was programming last night?
Engage
Is it
murder,
destruction
death,
mode?
kill. Murder, death, kill. Would you like to enter kill mode? Yes, please.
The chieftain looks above you, back to the people that have walked in, gives them a nod of the head like that, and turns and walks back to his throne.
So he like nodded to him, or nodded to him away, or nodded to him like yes.
The gesture of get rid of them.
If one of your people, upon your command, lays a hand on me or mine, I will take that as a sole challenge.
Oh, God.
In single combat.
You cannot challenge me, human. And with that, 4 hands are down on you.
Okay.
Evasive roll.
Go for it.
Hold up. Stop. When I see them try to lunge for him, that's where Devore is going to speak up.
Okay.
This is the last bout for any kind of civil diplomacy that we have before this potentially goes south. So he's gonna raise his hands and just say stop, and he's gonna like lift every object around him using telekinesis, like the rocks, everything else, enough to cause a pause. That's the point.
Okay.
About that.
If it generates the pause I'm looking for, I can have some conversations. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna pelt everybody with fucking rocks.
So
I just want to get everyone's attention.
Just give me the timeline of when you are doing this. So Valley has said if any one of your people lays a hand on me, I will consider it a challenge to combat. The chieftain says, you cannot challenge me, human.
As soon as I see any kind of forward momentum towards Valley in an aggressive stance, which is very easy to read.
Well, they're behind you guys, so you wouldn't see that per se. And it's not...
Well, I'm in front of everyone, so for them to lay their hands on me, because I've always stayed in front of everyone in the first person, and I'm addressing them. That's how it was when we were standing there, when we made the trap to the room, so that's how I pictured it.
Okay.
So if they're grabbing me, then they obviously walk past them to the thing, because I've
Okay, sure. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Okay, the instant I decipher an aggressive action.
Okay, so Valley is a couple of feet in front of you guys. So basically, you've got a couple of the lizard men beside you-ish. Yes. And so the chieftain says, you cannot challenge me, and you see them reaching forward.
As soon as I see like this, there it is.
Okay.
And I'm looking right at the not the chieftain.
The cardinal?
Cardinal.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's the one who spoke of the shamans, yes?
Yes.
Or was it the chieftain? Looking right at the cardinal.
Give me an intimidation roll. I don't know what that would be.
I'm gonna turn my reflection the fuck out of this. This better work.
Yeah, I guess that would be a perform.
I'm guessing.
But that's to use emotion in order to do stuff.
How about survive?
Wait, what's connect? It might be under connect.
Connect is to make connections with people. To find something that you're looking for.
I mean, I'll
connect punch.
What about fix?
I guess it'd technically be a lead roll.
Yeah. Lead would be to intimidate someone in order to do something.
Yeah. Give me a lead roll as intimidate.
Charisma.
Yes.
Oh, come on, baby.
Okay. So the floor is covered with dirt and rocks and dust. There's not a lot of large rocks per se, but
if it's all starts floating in the fucking air, that's going to catch some attention.
How high are you lifting it? Is there a limit or?
I want it up to eye level to them.
Okay, so suddenly the room is just covered in this haze of dirt, basically. It looks like it's just foggy.
Sandstorm up in this bitch.
Yeah. So
I
you say,
yelled stop.
right.
I yelled stop.
Yeah. So
And I looked right at the cardinal when I said it.
okay. You hear a voice through the haze that you recognize. It's obviously the shaman, the cardinal. Why?
I let it drop.
Why?
Try but dry.
Because I want to understand my dreams. I want to understand what is happening. I want to understand why this is occurring, and you are the only answers I have. Help me save us.
I so wanted to fight this guy too.
And on that startling confession, that's the end of the show.
Boom.
The shaman will look at all of you.
Uh-oh. I think I just lost.
Yeah, I think we lost your camera there.
Yeah, his
Ooh.
room just locked up.
Snakes.
Nate, he's froze like a
Yeah, he is
motherfucker.
stuck in
Yeah.
a.
He's
Yeah.
stuck in a fucking. He's stuck in a.
So the cardinal looks at all of you. Let me rephrase that. The cardinal looks across the room. Leave us.
Making waves, baby. Making waves, baby.
Gonna leave it up because I don't want your thing to get ruined.
Cool. Yeah, we'll finish up here.
I wonder if you can turn it off and turn it back on again real quick.
It'll
like-
rearrange people. I mean, it's
No. Like stop video, turn on video. I wonder if it'll work that way.
Nah, it's actually like locked up. The whole thing's not responding.
Okay.
Ooh. Geez. Yeah. We'll finish up here shortly. So if you can just hang out.
You just
If I
look
disconnect, then I disconnect, and you know why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You
Appreciate
just
it.
look angry.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm not happy with the outcome of this.
I wanted to slay more bodies.
Well, I mean, night's still young.
You might still get
Yeah.
your chance. I
Yeah.
mean, these might be the evil people responsible for the whole thing in general. And then Thor's like, all right, just fucking kill them all, whatever.
The chieftain looks over at the cardinal.
Burps.
No, it is a language that you don't recognize.
Have I heard it before though?
No.
Damn
No.
it.
No, it's like I said, it's unique to this planet, and if you're not familiar with the race, you wouldn't know it. But
Sue, translate.
the cardinal looks back at the chieftain. I'm sure. The chieftain stands back up, walks towards you.
You as in Pavor, or you as in Ballet, or you? What?
You as in you.
Oh.
Okay.
And without even looking at you, walks past, and everyone in the all of the lizardmen that had entered they will gently put a hand on each of your shoulders except Tavor's and guide you out.
Fuck. Well, that's better than being fucking manhandled, I guess.
Do you do anything, Valley?
They're guiding us out up the stairs or guiding us where?
They will. So right now they're just guiding you out of the room. You
Like,
had said
back to
if
where we
they
came.
lay a hand on you, you were going to take that as a challenge.
Did they just lay a hand on me?
They are laying a hand on you, yes, but it is gently and
Which way are they guiding?
out
Was
of
it-
this room.
To
In-
the stairs where we came down, or into another
Well,
room?
Except for me, apparently.
At this point, they are just putting a hand on you to guide you out of this room. Since you had specifically said if they lay a hand on you, you are taking it as a challenge. I am asking, are you doing anything? Because they are laying a hand on you, but they are laying the same hand on all of you except Tabor.
Well, I also said they lay a hand on any of us, so I'm gonna shrug his hand off. I'm gonna stand
Okay.
next to Tavar.
I guess I'm in his favor. That's a first. Holy shit.
So the Cardinal will look at you, Tabor, only for you.
The outcome of this affects us all.
Only for you.
So where are we going, guys?
I'm gonna go.
And we lost you again, Snake.
Damn.
Yeah.
Out of order?
I don't know what's happening.
No, we're not out of order, so that's.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we can
look-
hear you.
Okay.
I look at Valley and I switch my mic to constant hot micing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go out with them and
Which room did they, when they let him out of the room, did they lead him back the way we came down, or into another room that's adjacent of
like
this?
an antechamber.
If you are allowing them to escort you out,
They're leading the other ones. I'm trying to see which direction they're taking them in.
from inside this room, you can see that they head back the direction that you came from. But once they make that turn out into the hallway, you can't see anything because you're still inside the room.
That was a pretty decently long corridor, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it took a couple of minutes to get down here.
So there were other pathways in there.
Let me know. I would hate to have to take over another village. And I turn and walk out.
Okay.
If you touch me, I will put your teeth through your eyeballs.
So they will escort the four of you, the five of you, back up into the first room that you entered when you walked into the building.
So we go all the way back up the stairs.
Yep.
I'm just gonna sit down and wait.
Is the chieftain with us?
Yes, actually, the chieftain would still be with you.
Do you really feel that threatened by a mere human? That you had to stand up and challenge him to place your hands on him?
God damn, just talking shit. He will not stop talking shit. Like,
That's fine because I'm hot micing the whole fucking conversation. Me and old fucking.
Yeah. So, and we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. I'm actually going to pick that up for next session. We're going to close up here in just a minute. But yeah, as soon as everyone leaves the room, the Cardinal will start having a discussion with you, which hot micing you guys will be able to hear. But Valley, the response to you is, we do not discuss the lost.
Okay, you're about to learn about the motherfuckers apparently anyway, so it's all good.
I am going to fast forward. End of conversation happens. Tabor, the cardinal will gesture that you should leave the room, and the cardinal is going to leave the room as well.
Damn. Well, I guess it would really depend on what the fuck you just told me.
We'll get to that. But are you going to like follow?
Well, I mean, unless he told me like, hey, these motherfuckers are gonna like fucking eat your goddamn eyeballs for juju beans and like whatever the fuck. Hey, follow me to my fucking goddamn kitty playhouse.
So
then-
so it's not that, no. So if you follow the cardinal, you will end up back in that first room that you had entered. They look to the chieftain, bow, and walk out. Everyone in that room turns their back on the cardinal and walks downstairs.